This is a beech tree about 220 years of age, and it started to die, and there came fungi, or mushrooms as we call them, growths out of the bottom of it for a couple of years. And when you see that with a beech tree, it's in the process of dying. It's dying of old age effectively. Now, it fell out across the road, and luckily nobody was hurt, but it's not a very busy road anyway, and a lot of work was taken to clear it. So when I had it all cut up and everything, I just restated the stump there as a straining post, and it filled that role quite good. You'd think to look at it, it grew there, but it didn't. It's just acting as a post for wire. Now, the point I'm making is, if you have beech trees along a road or any dangerous place, watch them when they get big, because if you see a fungus, that could be a danger. Now, here is another problem to watch out if you have land or even a house. These, I was asked to help and cut away these, and I have them here for posts for the farm. But the source of these, or why did they need to be cut, is of interest. The reason is that if you get someone out to cut a hedge, and there's trees growing up through the hedge, and the cat's taking part here, but there's trees growing through the hedge. The man cutting, or whoever's cutting, has the problem of cutting the hedge but not cutting the trees. How do you work the saw on the tractor? They're mounted on the back of the tractor. How do you work the saw attachment to cut the hedge but not cut the tree, and cut all the thickish branches? We'll say like the small one there. Do you see the couple of small ones there? But not cut these big ones. And what's happening is, I'm shouting a bit because there's a breeze, what's happening is they're missing, and they're cutting a bit off the tree. They're cutting a nick into the tree. So you need to go along and look where they were and see, is there a cut? It's hard to see any on these actually, but there will be a cut at the base where the machine was cutting, and you'll see it partly cut. Now, if it's partly cut, he'll go and you'll pay him, and all is done, all looks lovely. But as soon as the wind comes, as we had wind in mid-August, we had a very windy night, you could see those trees falling. And that's why it's a thing to look out for. Watch out and inform the cutting man and make sure he's good at his job, but it's not easy getting them to only go not to go too near them. Now, there's a trade-off. You can't say don't touch these trees and get your hedge completely cut. By right, you'd need to get somebody with a proper machine, or tree services. You'd need to get somebody with a proper machine to cut them and know what he was doing, and take a lot of time, and that isn't always possible. So it's something to look out for. Something to look out for with your trees being cut on your property or near a house. You could have them near a house, and if they're cut, if they're nicked, you're going to have this problem with them falling. They're ready to come down. If they're a big tree, this could be very, very dangerous. Now, usually, if it's a big tree with a foot diameter, they won't cut it, because you could go in a half an inch or an inch and even 2 inches and not do much damage. It's this size of trees. These ones now are actually examples. It's this size of trees that you're looking at. These ones that are about, maybe, I don't know what they are, maybe 20 years old, 25 years old. These are the ones you need to watch. I think there's one of these, a willow. So you need to watch for these. If they're nicked and the wind comes, then nothing will happen. It could be 2 years, but when the wind comes, down they'll come. Usually they'll come down in the first year. Folks. Right, we'll see you back for something else. It's just something for farmers, landowners, and people who have houses and all that to watch out for. That is that if trees are not properly cut, these will make great posts here. And so we'll see you back. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We'll put this under the farming section, I think. And bye bye.